pressing the button.
Okie dokie.
In the late night play set.
That was accused by my. You good, missus? Thank you, find love,
Big difference, doesn't it? I mean, like even in your day.
Yes.
Like starting the day. Oh, we're in the dark. Hi, everybody. There we go. I forgot.
Show
There's
the
other
dark.
people here. We're not just alone anymore, Mrs.
Turn the lights on.
Oh my goodness gracious. Let's see. Get situated here. It's Wednesday, but it's our welcome back show. So welcome back, Mrs. Ryan. How you
Welcome
doing?
back. Welcome
What
back.
is shaking?
Been busy.
All right. Well, in that
Keeping
case,
busy.
in that case, welcome back to the old late night playset. My name is Jay Ryan. This is Nicole Ryan. Today is Wednesday, October 9th, 2019, and our guest is a great guy named Chris Cope. He's a comedian. Had a great time just getting to know him in a few minutes before the show, and I think you're all going to get to know him and enjoy him also. I'll bring this in nice and tight here, Mrs. Ryan. You look just lovely today. I love it. How are you feeling? And what can you tell me about your outfit that is totally on brand?
Feeling okay, but my shoes. I love my shoes. We were talking about my shoes outside. I'm all brand. I'm all Hunzigered out for sure.
Yeah, you are. I love it.
Yeah.
Absolutely love it. So
The
shout out to
Queen-
Hunziker. Go to shophunziker.com if
The
you
Queen
like these
Racing.
articles or clothing items just like it. There's a tremendous amount of his art on shirts, and then there's a lot of cool branded stuff as well. Wheeler Dealers, the Wheeler Dealers line, and the
Yes.
soon-to-be late night playset line, and Porsche Life, all that stuff will be there too. So, Mrs. Ryan, the hellos, the weekend. How have you been? What have we been up to?
We've been super busy. When I'm not in the car, I'm fine, but I'm just not super mobile.
Oh, yeah, I see what you mean. Yeah.
That's all.
Yeah, that's true. We had a great weekend. We left you on Thursday with Vanina and Preeth. Mm-hmm. Vinita and Preeth.
Yes.
And we were talking about Breakfast Club, and there was a big weekend. There was the Porsche morning shift down at PECLA, and then there was the Galpin thing out there someplace. We did not make it to Galpin, but we did everything else. The Breakfast Club was great. Nice turnout at Breakfast Club, 15, 16, 17 cars, something like that. But good people we hadn't seen in a while. It was very nice.
Yeah.
Smiling faces. And then we didn't end up going to Galpin, but we did end up having a meeting down at PEC yesterday, which was very exciting too, because we were getting some more stuff solidified for that. So if you haven't heard, this show and the entire late night playset, or aspects of it to make another late night playset, we'll be every time. We'll be going to the PEC, the Porsche Experience Center here in Carson, Los Angeles. That is for their anniversary week in November, the week of November 11th. We will be doing shows. I think we're doing 5 shows there, I believe. We're going to be there all week, and then we're going to do a big show on Saturday.
For their anniversary, yeah.
That'll sort of be more like the old Tonight Show, more like the old Johnny Carson Tonight Show, where we'll kind of open it up in shorter form and, come on in, talk, and move down the couch.
Rotating guests.
Yeah, I'm kind of excited. It'll be fun.
Gonna be so
I think it's going to be
cool.
similar to when we do the open houses for Luftgekühlt, the Porsche open houses with Ray Schaefer.
Oh, cool.
It'll be, I think, that feel. And then if all goes to plan, I believe Ray Schaefer will be coming to town for it. So that's not, I don't want to jinx it, and I also don't want to spill the beans, but maybe I did both.
I'm putting out good vibes
neither.
to get Ray Schaefer here, because I almost commented on his Facebook.
Oh, really?
Similar, yeah.
Oh, nice. So that's what's going on with us. Exciting stuff.
Yeah.
Mrs. Ryan, we also have some other exciting stuff to share, probably. And then we've got an East Coast feed, and I've got, I'm going to call it a WBW, because it's way back. Just a very, 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 in fact, I'm going to start with that. I'm going to start with this just so we can talk about it briefly.
Way back Wednesday.
Yeah, except it's not even us. It's just from a long time ago. So here's a funny clip I found on the internet. Roll it, Hal.
They're awful. The furniture is not really the best, really. The couch is not really something you'd sit on, and I don't want to be one of those creepy guys that recreates it in my house like I'm Rupert Pupkin sitting home playing Tonight Show. So I don't really know. I don't really know what I would take home. Maybe a pen and pencil set, something like that.
No, I get it. That was from when he was leaving the Tonight Show. That was an interview back in 2014, I guess it would have been, before Jimmy Fallon was taking over. I still found it funny. I'm both the guy who set it up in his house and who's kind of Rupert Pupkin. So it is what it is.
A little bit. Or imitating life.
Yeah, I think that's funny. I think it's funny more on the lines of the fact that Jay Leno's the guy who wouldn't get that. Doesn't surprise me.
Yeah.
He was never doing it. He never. I don't want to put words in his mouth, but it doesn't surprise me. Different strokes for different folks.
Different intentions.
Got to keep the world going round.
I keep everything on point. Different intentions abound.
I saw that, and it brought. I mean, I can't tell you. It looks like I should be embarrassed by it. It warmed my heart. I'm so happy to find it because I was just like, yeah, that's right. You're you, and I'm me. I love this stuff. What are you gonna do? And we love Jay Leno too. It's not a big deal. She's been to Afghanistan with him.
I love that guy.
As weird as that sounds.
It's
the
true.
USO tour with the Today Show and Al Roker. Okay. Moving on, Mrs. Ryan. That was that. Let us do an East Coast feed real quick, shall we?
Yes, please.
All right. I think I don't know where we are. Danbury Chive, East Coast feed. I think it's Brooke and Kazman. Let's check it out. Roll it out.
Hi, Mr. and Mrs. Ryan. Look what we got here. Uncle Mike, Coraline. Say hi to Jay Nicole.
Hi, Jay Nicole.
East Coast feed.
East Coast feed.
She's in a bouncy house. So much fun. So much fun. We're here at the Ridgefield Fire Department, Volunteer Fire Department Food Truck Festival. There we go. As you can see in the background, the orange steering tent, because Brooke is working the orange steering tent today. Represent. You know, it's how we do. It's also Sunday, Giants Day. And this is what we do here. Just want to send you some random love and East Coast feed coming to you live from Richfield, Connecticut. There's a band playing. I'm sure you can hear it because it's loud. Get Brooke in here real quick because, you know, she's not in it yet. Say hi, Liz. Liz, say hi.
Oh, my God.
There you go. And there we have it. All right, we love you guys. Random love, East Coast feed. Signing off from Richfield. Later, baby.
Oh, my goodness. So there's a whole booth to sign up for wireless service at the gym. Isn't that nice? I guess you can get wireless service at that gym in Ridgefield.
Yeah.
I'm just kidding. It looks like the singular
It does
wireless
look
thing.
like orange
I'm assuming
stereo.
she's signing people up for gym membership. I will say that looked to be, I wouldn't know the name of it if there is one, but it looked to be a place that is right on Route 33, right there in Ridgefield. Big old mansion that you can rent out to like get married at and stuff. You've seen it in the winter. It's beautifully decorated.
Gorgeous in the winter.
Very, very New England.
Good job, guys.
Yeah, so enjoy that. And it was a Mikey's Volunteer Fireman food truck thing. So
Wow, kudos.
Love those guys. All right, there's that. I have a video, Mrs. Ryan, but it's like almost 3 minutes. It's a lately video of what we've been up to. We're a little squished. We were supposed to be here yesterday. We had a guest, Lauren Rochelle, who we canceled on last week because Mrs. Ryan was sick. Her baby got her sick, so she's not here today, but I think she's already rebooked.
Yeah.
That's why we're a little cramped.
A little tight. I am happy to cut down my news.
Then let's do it because I think you'll like it.
Okay.
All right. This is our lately video. This is what people always say, what have you been up to lately?
Awesome.
This. Roll it out. Found a place to collect my thoughts. Someplace where I could just be with me. Oh, I see. Oh, See, whoopsie-daisy. Wow, well, I guess that was done anyway. I heard the music. That's funny. Well, anyway, there you go. Hi, Mrs. Ryan.
You got some beautiful shots at the PEC.
Thanks. Yeah, I think there may have been more there, but whatever. We'll see. At the very least, the people at home will have probably seen the whole thing. So there we go. I'm excited to be down there. I think I was doing some scouting shooting, and I think that whatever photos you like, it's probably where we're going to be set up.
Awesome.
It was pretty exciting. So there you go. That's what we've been up to lately.
That's
Mrs. Ryan, it's time to ask the question that's on everyone's mind.
Dun, 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 dun.
What's going on, Mrs. Ryan?
All right, what am I going to cut out?
You go right ahead.
I'll be quick.
You're fine. We're good on time.
Hotel California. You know that
The
song?
Eagles, yes.
Yeah, it's been coming up a lot lately in my world.
Oh,
but,
really?
Yeah, I've been hearing it in weird places. But they're going who are they again?
The Eagles.
Yeah, they're going on tour and they're going to play the whole album, Hotel California.
There's going to be a concert here at the Forum in Los Angeles where they're going to play the entire Hotel California album.
That's
in order.
awesome. Yeah, that's the tour. That's what they're launching. So, and Glenn Fry's kid is going to fill in for him.
Cool.
And Vince Gill, I guess, is a country music star, and he's going to be sitting in with them also.
Very cool.
Yeah.
It'd be like a Dead and Company kind of thing where you kind of get somebody of a high echelon to fill in, and then it's sort of a new awesome thing.
That sounds pretty rad.
Celebrating the old, but it's kind of its own thing new.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know enough
We
about
love
it,
Dead
but
and
I
Company
love-
with John Mayer. We love that. It's great.
I love it.
It's not the Dead. It's not Grateful Dead, but it's still Bob Weir, and they're still doing the music. It's pretty awesome.
It's the closest we can get to it at this
Yeah.
point. So,
Yeah, exactly.
and it's really well done.
Salute.
So
Salute.
excited for that.
We're not going.
We're not going, but I can't wait
it's cool to hear about, yeah.
from everyone. Conversation bits are making a comeback.
Oh, you're kidding. Sunken living rooms. You love sunken living rooms.
I do, and they're making a comeback in architecture of contemporary.
Huge in
life.
mid-century design, and of course that's what we're into, mid-century modern stuff. That's awesome.
Did you know that Saarinen was one of the? You probably, yeah, of course.
Yeah, there's one right next door to the Eames house in number 9. They've got a little pseudo one too.
Well, apparently, 1952. It's called the Miller House. It's in Indiana, and
Okay.
it's designed by the Saarinen
Aero
team
Saarinen.
and someone else. He partnered with someone else. But that's
even number 9 was both of them was
Really?
Eames and Saarinen. Yeah.
well, it's in a comeback. That's one of the ones that the architects are looking to as like this is what we're focused
Yeah.
on, and I
We're
bet.
already there, but everyone else is catching up. Is that the gist?
yeah,
Cool. That's awesome. There's
conversation.
a lot
bits.
of a lot of intelligence in the design back then, and ergonomics isn't just what you think it is. There's a lot more to it,
It
and in
seems
some ways,
really-
there's less to it.
It seems really thoughtful. This conversation pit. And
You're in a
Insane.
chair that was designed 70 years ago, probably. It's still
it's this that old the
yeah, and
design.
it's still made the exact same way. Me
Gotcha.
too, by the way. I mean, somewhere in that neighborhood.
Well, good. We're coming back to that.
Yeah, that chair, this microphone, that phone, the on-air sign, the lamp, all this stuff is exactly period correct. It's all from the mid-century, the 50s,
Oh,
50s, 60s.
well, hopefully some of that social stuff will come back too.
Yeah, it's one of the reasons the set all works here. This stuff is from the 90s. It's cartoony 90s. Those chairs are ridiculous in this, but somehow because of the old-fashioned microphone and the Johnny Carson of it all, and
It feels-
Steve Allen of it all, that Dave and the production designers were replicating, we got there. So we just did a little more mid-century stuff and finished the picture.
It feels awesome.
You're awesome.
You did good.
You're awesome.
Okay, that's good. I can put that for tomorrow. So lastly,
Oh.
Netflix is going into the animation space for their feature film department.
Well, that doesn't surprise me, being their competitors are Disney Plus.
Totally, except yes, and that's awesome. The first one is origin story of Santa Claus.
What a great
Right.
answer to a question that's never been asked.
Right. And who's in it? Jason Schwartzman and the guy for the drummer, J.K. Simmons.
Those are two drummers.
Right. I've always
Jason
forget
Schwartzman's a hell of a drummer. He was the drummer for Phantom Planet.
Right. I always forget that part.
California. The
It's-
OC.
Right.
Go ahead.
He plays a postal worker who convinces J.K.'s character, who's
J.K. Simmons, who was the teacher in
Whiplash.
Whiplash, which you're talking about. Yeah.
and thank you, I just remember the name of that in Lifetime. So Jason's character, I love Schwartzman, by the way.
Same.
It's coming up in my world a lot. I love it.
It's come up on the show a number of times lately, too.
Yeah, that's why this stuck out to me, and I'm so glad he's voicing the first animation to come through Netflix.
There we go.
He plays a postal worker who convinces J.K. Simmons' character to who's a toy maker, a begrudged toy maker, to give love through these toys to the town.
So J.K. is the one who becomes
Santa.
very cool.
Yeah,
Can't wait.
super cool.
Yeah. Hey, and that's been. What's going on, Mrs. Ryan? All right. Did we do? Oh no, we didn't. We forgot the big thing. Oh my gosh, let's bring it back in. Bring it back into the studio here. Holy smokes! All right, Mrs. Ryan, I'm going to lean down and pick something up, and you can prepare to tell everyone about.
Okay.
All right, Mrs. Ryan, I've gotten the calendar. I have it here.
All right.
I am now going to. Let's see. Well, I guess I should probably. No, I did it. We're good. I did it last week. Today is, what is it? The 9th, right?
The night.
That's right. We weren't here yesterday, so I did some catching up. Had some catching up to do. All right. Today is October 9th, as we mentioned earlier, and Mrs. Ryan just confirmed. I'm making an X here, denoting that David Letterman is not sitting in that chair. However, as we like to do, whenever there's an update, we like to tell you about it. Mrs. Ryan has a bit of an update. Mrs. Ryan, what is that update on the Dave Watch 2019?
The update.
Hang on. Go ahead.
The update is rad. I talked to the guy that is Dave's guy.
You had a very long conversation with the guy.
I did.
On Friday after Breakfast Club.
I did. And we had a really nice, I felt like I was back in my old world for a minute. So we
Your
had
old PR days.
My old PR days. So we had a very high-end confidential conversation, which was amazing. But we also bonded a lot over college. We lived in the same dorm in college.
Come on. That's very
no
funny.
No joke.
I mean, at U of M, I have to assume there were many.
Yeah, and he loves hockey. So I was like, guess what I played there? So
that you were the team that played to get the girls' varsity team.
Yeah, and he wrote for the college paper. He edited it, like the
I don't know if I
sports
can
section.
take it.
I know, it's pretty
So
rad.
emotional.
I know, it's pretty rad. So
It's cold in here. My nose is running, but this is still very good news.
It's great news, and we have mutual friends that helped make the introduction real and make me real and you real and the story real.
Which is all wonderful for all
Awesome.
of this. The gist of it is the guy is in. So the guy is taking it to Dave. Now, what this means to everyone else, we've gotten through all the people, all of the whatever, to get to Dave. Now, it's up to Dave. It's literally up to Dave. He knows about us now. And they're doing research. I'm sure he's probably watching some clips and seeing what,
I imagine so.
refreshing his memory banks, I would imagine, quite a little bit, 20 years worth. And we'll have an answer. I don't know when, but I personally, Jay Ryan, unrelated to your conversation, I am ridiculously confident that this is going to happen, and not because I'm so great, because it's supposed to. It's supposed to happen. The whole thing makes sense if it happens, and then going forward. Life unlock, life hack, universal,
It feels like that's the trajectory for sure.
Yeah.
No one. There's nothing to say.
You got the fear out of your way. You went and did something with it and conquered, not only the fear, but then also made something pretty cool with it. And we're taking it places. So, I mean, it's going to, be real.
Yeah, it's
very
pretty,
cool.
Pretty rad.
Very exciting.
Very
All right,
cool.
Mrs. Ryan. Now, we have talked enough. It is time to get our guest in here, Chris Cope. I think let's take a quick break, move some stuff around, and Chris Cope, the coughing comedian, will be in here in just a few minutes when we come back. More to come right after this.
Perfect.
Thank you for being with us here tonight. We appreciate it.
I'm always down to talk about
He's like, I'm always down to talk about Michael Jackson.
that documentary. I was like on for like what 3 days,
Yeah, probably.
and they yanked it. And
Is that right?
And then the estate won the lawsuit
Get out.
against HBO and the documentary.
Oh, with that, we're talking about Michael Jackson. We are back sitting here with Chris Cope, and we're coming in hot.
Where do I look?
Starting with Cosby, Woody Allen,
where
and
do I
Michael
look?
Jackson.
Where do I look?
Wherever you want.
All right.
Us, or here's your camera if you
All
want.
right.
I'll cut to you. There you
we
go.
go.
If you want to see what your shots are, I'll come in on you there.
Gut early. Can
Come in on you there. Well, I'll get in on right. There we go.
we frame this a little higher?
I
I'm like
can.
Brando.
I can. Yeah. Absolutely. There we go. That's the stuff.
That's much better.
All right. And now we see what a Star Wars fan you are. Bravo.
It was a clean shirt. I haven't done laundry.
Is
too.
that the Millennium Falcon? I don't know
that
much
what
about
it is?
Star Wars. I don't know much about Star Wars. I'm not that guy. But I do want to talk about Michael Jackson.
No, this is from the 80s. I'm sorry, that was a bad joke. The
I'm older
Millennium
than you, right? Gotta be.
on the outside.
Oh, I see.
On the inside, my organs. His age.
We were talking about Woody Allen and what can you still enjoy these days? Because Cosby, obviously, in comedy.
Yeah, I have a hard time watching the Cosby Show. I'm like,
Why are you still trying?
well, I mean, like, no, but like, I don't.
Thing for Denise, or I mean,
No, I mean, I don't watch it, but it's like, it's hard. Like, you're like, oh crap, I can't enjoy this guy's a monster. I can't enjoy
Yeah.
this. Same thing with Woody Allen to a large degree, and Michael Jackson. It's like,
where do you come in on the Michael Jackson one? Because we sort of, I have a position a little bit. I have a soft position.
enough people have covered his songs to where I can go, I can enjoy the song. I can just go, I just don't have to listen to Michael specifically.
His version.
Yeah, man. I know that documentary got debunked, or like there were some falsehoods, but there were like things that he had in his room that I just.
For every falsehood, isn't there also something that we haven't heard about?
Well, what got me
Right?
was when you have bells all up and down your hallways in your room, those are to stop for you to hear something and to stop someone from coming. Like in the sense of like, if I hear ding ding ding, oh, I know I have 45 seconds to get my pants on or get whatever I'm doing.
Oh, I got you. You mean
know?
like booby trap bells.
Yeah, that and his room and his whole like top of his mansion was kind of littered that way. Like the inside of his closet locked from the inside of the closet.
Well, this is way more in depth than I thought we were getting. I just meant like, here's where I'll just give you my position. We have some awesome Jackson 5 songs, like the two big ones, ABC and I Want You Back.
But I mean, that's before he.
That's what I was going to say. That's my position. And those are on the playlist for the show, like the warm-up list. They might have even been on while you've been here. So we thought about, once we came up and heard it in a whole bit, I'm like, oh, I should probably pull those. And then I started doing the math, and I'm like, well, wait a second. He was a kid. He was getting fucked up back then.
Yeah.
I mean, is this one okay? And I sort of landed in this
Michael Jackson,
weird,
the
soft,
victim years.
weird, soft, putty position of like, I'm not comfortable doing this, but I think I'm defending him in a weird way because it was a long, I mean, you know what I mean?
It's hard. I mean, it's just. Oh, man,
It's so convoluted, right?
I just like the PC police. Everybody gets to sit from a high horse and make a decision, and I'm like,
Why?
I don't care. I mean, like, there's tons of shitty things that have happened in this world. If we have to pick and choose every little, if I got to dig and find every rock star that's done something wrong or actor that said this or that, Christ, it's gonna be. I have no entertainment.
Well, that's what I think we're getting to. And everybody is, no good person is perfect.
Yeah.
No bad person is 100% evil. You know what I mean? Any good movie or TV show will show you that good people do bad things, bad people do good things.
Yeah, it's just.
It's a whole
shit.
big hodgepodge.
Yeah, man, just get high.
No black and white. Oh, okay. Well, hey, you know what? That brings me to. I want to.
I should run for office on that. Shit's fucked up, man. Let's just get lit.
You will definitely win some places.
At least in Colorado.
Colorado, probably Los Angeles, San Fran.
Yeah. You know the states that you need to win? You win Colorado and San Fran. That's not a state.
No. Sorry, I see your
Although
point.
if you win like San Fran and LA, you basically win California.
That's why I'm going for the markets.
Yeah.
I'm playing the game.
I'm doing like Trump. I'm playing the Electoral College.
That is how you win.
Another
I guess.
college he's ruined.
So you're younger than me, but you have as much pop culture knowledge as me, and maybe even more, certainly in some areas, I'm thinking. want to.
Food.
If we can get right in on cooking on high.
Yeah!
Nice segue. Cooking
That
on
was
high.
fun, man.
What's that all about? What was it for anybody? Who
The funny
hasn't
thing
seen
is, it was shot almost like a spec. Like they didn't know where they were going to sell it.
really, it was just kind of a good idea that without a place.
Well, because I love when because you know how it is. Like when someone's like, "Oh, it's a Netflix thing." No, Netflix bought it and put their sticker on it. It's clear because I mean, like
it doesn't mean they produced it.
I had fun. It was a great experience. And when you watch it edited, there's like errors like crazy because I think they just got to the point like I think they shot what they shot, and they go, well, we can't do a full half hour of this, so let's cut them to 15 minutes. But then when you watch the opening intro, hey folks, welcome to another episode of Cooking on High. Well, for the next 30 minutes, you're gonna like
Yeah, it made it
you look at
seem
the
like-
runtime. Well, that's 15, 16, man. That's like come on, like there's a glaring error 5 seconds into the show, but it's fun. It was just nice to get high all day for money.
So what was the premise? It was a cooking show.
Yeah, where they infuse marijuana and they bring in a bunch of drug addicts. That's what you do
I
for
would
a
have
show.
said comedians.
Yeah, comedians, drug addicts, pish.
But it was you. Who else?
Me, my episode, I had Heather Pasternak, and then my other episode, I had Ramon Rivas, and they're both good buddies of mine. I looked up because I knew stuff about weed and cooking, and neither one of them really knew. Ramon gets stoned, but he doesn't know about pot or cooking, and Heather's kind of the same way. So like I'm in there, I'm engaging, and like the internet didn't tear me apart. I'm batting 1,000 with the internet outside of like the
Congratulations.
Yeah, like when I did Conan, a comic after like 100 comments was like, man, they're being nice to you.
Yeah.
They didn't do that to me. And in fact, when people were mean, other people would dogpile on the mean person.
Wow.
No shit.
Yeah.
Love that.
Yeah. So it's like, because I love to read the comments. I kind of.
Sadomasochist.
No, because they can't. Their words are worthless. They haven't done what I've done.
We're talking about the pajama people, right?
Yeah, the
internet
trolls.
folks.
Yeah,
Sure.
dudes that, some guy sitting in Arkansas going, I don't think that set was funny. Well, I would love to see your set. Oh, you don't have one? Cool. Then you don't exist.
I think that's healthy.
Yeah,
right?
but I like to read. I don't because it doesn't. I've been through so much of my life where it's like sticks and stones, man.
Okay. Yeah.
And if you're in my range to rebut, then I will.
Sure.
But I don't.
Especially if you're throwing sticks and stones.
Yeah. Right. Oh.
You're mentioning that there's probably some story for how you got into comedy. It sounds like maybe.
I wanted to do it my whole life.
Yeah. So
I mean, my first.
You're not from
Florida,
LA,
I'm
right?
from Florida.
Where in Florida?
Gainesville.
Okay. I don't know what that's like. What's it like growing up in Gainesville? Not funny.
Summer's like being inside someone's mouth. I mean, it's not.
Oh, wow.
It's Florida, and that's Florida.
Colorful,
man.
descriptive.
It works. It's
Yeah.
apt.
Yeah.
Picasso's painting right now. I'm putting an image out there. People make fun of Florida, and I make fun of Florida, but it's my home. It's it gave me a bit of grit. It gave me an appreciation for just life.
Well, that's kind of what I'm asking. I mean, so what was it about that experience that made you want to get into comedy and then actually have the balls and the guts to go do it?
I've always wanted to be funny.
Have you always been funny? Like with your family?
Yeah,
and stuff?
my friends. Like it was weird. It was like it wasn't something I forced, but it was just something that I just kind of always enjoyed. And
yeah,
when I could grasp it a little bit, that's when I started cultivating. It's like when I can get my hand on my talent. Like
what age at that point?
I don't know. I mean, probably 17. I started.
But when
you
first were a kid and thought
19.
you're like, oh, I felt something funny and I liked how that felt,
It's
or
the
I
first
liked.
laugh you get. It's just like heroin.
But was it your
friends?
family?
I don't remember. I've done
Really?
enough drugs to.
Oh, I see.
Swiss cheese memory, man.
I was trying to say, I was working with my dad in the garage, and he dropped a wrench,
No,
and he
if
said,
anything-
"God damn it!" And I
if
said,
anything-
"Dad."
No, it was probably the abuse. Probably the abuse that led to some weird self-defense mechanisms that cultivate out of
That's a little more.
Yeah, unless you guys want to go deeper, we'll talk about therapy if you like.
Well, I was going to say, you struck me as somebody when we were talking before the show. You do go deep. You seem like a deep thinker, and then you mentioned you get high, so maybe that adds up.
I mean, no, I smoke to not think deep. I'm not that stoner that has prolific thoughts. I'm that stoner that gets high and goes, I'm going to bed now.
Oh, no
I'm going to shut this computer down.
So like when Joe Rogan or whatever, when those guys all sit around and they start pontificating and like, man, wouldn't that be crazy? And what if this?
I mean,
and how
I
about
keep
that?
up, but it's like, I'm not going to.
Really?
I'm tired, guys.
Rather go to bed.
Yeah. Is it 9:30 already?
Wow. That's amazing.
Yeah, I mean, I don't get stoned and write. I just
Really?
Yeah, I don't.
So
like,
what's your creative process then?
as it comes, and I just if something comes out of my mouth or I have a thought or an idea, I put it in my phone, and then when I sit down later at the computer, because I can't write anymore, like my handwriting is so terrible, and because I don't do that often, I don't physically write. I type everything.
You're atrophied in your dexterity.
So it's just like I'd rather I can type 100 words a minute though.
Sure.
And I can type a paragraph out in 30 seconds.
Sure.
So it's so
Why
much
not?
so much easier to write nowadays,
Yeah.
I mean,
Wow. And plus
Blacksmiths-
everything's on. I like that, you used to write something down and that note gets lost or whatever. Now if you put it in your notes or whatever,
it's in the
like
cloud,
on the computer.
dog.
Yeah, it's on
It's
all
in the
this
cloud.
stuff. It's kind of nice.
It's up there with Jesus. My jokes are safe with the Savior.
Do you believe in the cloud? Do you buy into it?
I believe in the cloud. I thought you were going to ask me something completely different.
Yeah. Let's talk about Jesus.
I want to believe in a
let's talk about
white.
the cloud.
You know what? I tell you what. If there was a white guy with blue eyes and blonde hair that lived in Egypt at that time, I would believe he was a son of God because he was the son of nobody else in that region.
Did you just find a big hole and make a great joke out of it? That's a pretty good hole.
It's so funny.
I'm pretty
it's
fair,
Just,
and I'm
it's
Spanish,
just
believe it
white
or not.
people. Cool. I don't know what to say to that at all.
Yeah, it's a good point. I guess somebody you would associate with being brown who isn't.
Yeah, it just doesn't make any sense. You're like, have you not been to Egypt? Have you not seen the people that live there? Jesus, if anything was not allowed to fly to the United States.
Well, that's the pictures we have of him too, right?
Well, yeah,
Aren't there
because that's
of
a
things
white
he was
indoctrination of like,
Right.
we want our Savior to be white. Heaven forbid, Because
superior
and also,
or something?
yeah, isn't that weird? Supremacy.
Just asking. Just asking.
Right now, most the shittiest white people, their God is orange.
Oh, I see what you're saying there. We don't get too political for obvious reasons, but my
Why?
goodness,
It's
a
fun.
weird.
I'm
It's
just
a
kidding.
no. We guest can.
You guys can't take a point of view, but I'm the guest. I can leave.
Yeah, you nailed it. You must have a show.
No,
Do you do a podcast? Have you ever done a
no,
podcast?
I'd rather be a guest. And that's
But you've got so much energy, and you have opinions, and you seem pretty passionate about things. We haven't even gotten into your interests and stuff. It already seems like you'd be the kind of guy who should have
maybe I
one.
should. Maybe I don't know, man. I'm tired.
Oh, all right. Enough? Are you doing enough shit?
I'm constantly working. Yeah, I mean, like I have writing projects that I'm doing. I'm always traveling, doing stand up. So
Would you bill yourself as a comedian first, or a writer first, or
comedian first. That's
comedian then
that's
writer?
the checks for comedy.
That's why I'm asking.
Yeah.
Some people, I've said that, as, comedian, actor, whatever.
Well, like, I'm learning-
I'm
I'm
really
kinda
a writer
learning-
because that's how I make my, through
Yeah.
the WGA or whatever.
Well, yeah, no, I never had a writing job. Although this is the first time I've ever, in the last 3 months, 3 weeks, excuse me, that I mentioned to my manager was like, "Can you try to find me a staff writing job? Because I'm done with beating my ass up on this, like
Do you
road
go
to
on the
a point."
road?
Yeah, I mean, that's how I make.
You're mainly on the road.
I mean, that's if you're a comedian. How else do you make your? If either you write for a TV show, you're
really
on the
don't
TV
know.
show, or you work as a stand-up. That's the only three job because improv doesn't pay enough. So that's the way I make my money, booking myself as a headliner at clubs.
That's all. Do you book yourself?
Yeah,
That's
I don't
awesome.
have a PA.
Well, that's
I'm
great.
in that weird middle ground with I have enough TV credits to get me booked, but I don't have enough TV credits where like a PA is going to
Somebody
come
else
in.
is doing the work for you.
Yeah, well, a PA is going to want to come in and go, all right, let's get him this and this and this and this because, I just need that one more credit or two or seven. Fuck, I don't know.
Well, but you haven't even been out here. When I look at you and when I look at the lists and all the stuff and the websites and everything, I'm thinking, wow, this guy's killing it. He's only been out here a few years, 5 years?
5 years, yeah.
Yeah, been out here 5 years, and at this point, you're already.
I don't
you're
know.
already sitting here. No, you know what I mean.
No, but yeah, I mean, I've had a lot of good success, but it's just in this day and age, you need more and more and more.
Sure.
I have a dry bar, dry bar comedy.
Yeah.
I did one of those 3 weeks ago.
Okay. How'd it go?
Great, and they sent me the rough cut already.
Look good?
Yeah, but I'm just like, I didn't realize like how quick shit is now. Like,
Oh, the turnaround, you mean?
yeah,
Like it's done and polished and everything. There's
yeah,
no
she
rough
sent it
cut.
to me like when I say rough cut, I mean,
But look what you can shoot with your iPhone these days. It's like almost cinema quality. So it's like, where is there's not much post.
no, there isn't. And she said your set was good enough to where there's it's like audio sweetening here and there, some cuts, a lot of angle cuts, just mainly just not like
Right.
editing for material. It's more-
Absolutely.
So I was-
solely cutting the show.
yeah. So I'm excited.
That sounds
I had
fantastic.
only had one note for 25 minutes.
Do you know when that'll be released?
I have no clue.
Okay.
I mean,
but that's in the hopper. That'll be out at some point.
yeah, and I mean, there's the way even. I don't want to say this in a polite way.
Let me get close here.
No. It's like when I watch the clips and there's comedians all comedians rank each other, you know. I'll say,
I mean, all people, but yeah, I'm totally with you.
like, you know, the 180 hitters on like the dry bar, in my mind, guys that I don't think are super strong comics. They may be funnier to certain people, they just don't ring my bell.
Yeah.
But their clips got like 600,000 views.
Oh, but isn't that always the case?
No, but I'm saying like that's the low end.
Oh, I
so
see your
that's the
point.
basement.
So you're
Oh,
good.
So it's like in my
Good
mind, I'm like,
barometer.
Wow.
if I get that, one, I know I did terrible. But like that's the basement. So basement 600, Ceiling, their best clip, got 137 million. That was in their first season of doing it. I don't
That's
think
amazing.
someone's come close to that yet. I think it's like the best ones get like 5-6 million. But I mean, do the Tonight Show. That's 1 million views. So 5 times
That's
their
pretty good.
audience
Yeah.
is getting to know you through the internet. And I mean, this is where the next audiences are.
Yeah.
I've been getting, like, when I get Instagram followers and they're young, they're on their phone. They're
Yep.
always on their phone. There's no, you could be on a show and no one really could know because there's 1 million TV shows.
That happens a lot, and like different people are cutting cords, and like they don't know what's on network anymore, and it's like
No, and I mean, yeah, sure, the guy's on the TV show and he's making $25,000, $30,000 an episode. He's getting paid, but like to
That's
correlate,
that guy. One guy.
I mean, you know, but to correlate that into ticket sales.
Oh, right.
That guy could go work a comedy club in the middle of Omaha, and it's so and so from so and so, and you go, and then no one shows up because he doesn't have a fan. You have to cultivate your fan base on social media. It's literally like a herd of people.
Wow. That's
I-
so wild. Because the social
That's
media
different.
follows with you, right?
Yeah.
No matter where you go, they're
You got to
still
have
there.
those people. It's interesting.
that's
Wild.
different. Yeah.
It is a totally different thing. Yeah.
Keep reading about your tribe, like finding your people. And it's like, but ultimately, that's what you want. You just want your 500,000 people that'll come see you and keep you in linens and
It's-
That's what it's about. It's
Silk-
like, who's
you know,
gonna
silk
be
sheets
part
and
of
feather
your-
beds.
It's back to community and smaller
Yeah.
villages and stuff.
Yeah, because when the market gets so like oversaturated, when like I said, 100 TV shows.
You
You
said
know?
that, but I agree.
But yeah, but like I mean, look at like CBS now. There's CBS or CBS Online or CBS All Access. Well, shit, if I'm on a show on one of those, yeah, I'm making a good money because it's SAG and I'm getting paid right. But like,
But it's not because people are seeing you.
yeah, it's just because everyone. It's because
It won't even make you famous anymore having a TV show.
No.
That's the weird thing.
I mean, you could have
People-
your own
people can
TV
completely
show.
miss you and never hear about it.
Yeah.
yeah. So just find your lane and just stay with it.
And then you look at the Joe Rogan who's getting 14 million views or
Yeah.
something
Bro,
on his
I mean,
podcasts.
doing a Joe Rogan's podcast can make your career more so than any TV
It's
show nowadays.
Closest thing to Johnny Carson, I think, than
Yeah.
in the old days.
Yeah. Good point.
I didn't
Joe,
make
if you're
it.
listening,
I've heard that
I'll
by other
wrestle you
people.
to go on your show. I'll let you in.
Oh, there you go. Yeah, Joe's awesome. I used to work with Joe.
Oh, nice. Yeah, he seems like a great guy. Joe, I will never wrestle you.
This was on the news radio days.
He
I'm
would
sure he's
pull
a
my
completely
head
different
off.
person.
He'd pull my head off about 14
He'd pull your head off from the car.
Yeah. Or he'd look at me and be like,
Well, that's what I was gonna say.
hey, I
those
just shit
eyes.
myself. I'm sorry. I just shit my pants.
The intensity.
And then I'm going to hope I get in my car before he gains speed. I assume he runs like T1000 does.
Oh, right.
Just emotionless, just. Bro, he's got no neck.
Oh my god.
Like, I love when he's standing next to the dude doing the announcing. It's like, who just fought?
Oh, are you into that? Are you into sports and the MMA
yeah.
and all that?
I mean, I went to one.
Was that big in Gainesville? Is that why? Because I'm from Connecticut and we don't get it.
Florida likes to fight, but
Yeah,
the
we don't
heat.
get that
Another
either.
better dude. It's like, I'm sweating. I'm hitting somebody.
Yeah,
I'm
okay.
just uncomfortable.
Well, I
No,
don't blame you, but that's it's.
You go to an MMA fight,
Foreign for me.
it will the testosterone in that fucking room,
I couldn't handle
like
it.
it would make you.
They'd probably I'd
I really
be like prison. I'd be
when I went to
taken
the MMA
advantage
fight,
of.
it was legit like you're jammed.
Really?
Like it. I mean, it's
get amped
'cause
up?
It's
Really?
15,000 men that are all watching two men beat the shit out of each other.
Isn't it?
And we're all just like, I want to be there. I want to be there.
People all talk about football and things like that being the modern day gladiators and racists and stuff like that. I think that MMA all day long is the modern day, the brutality and the
Yeah,
gruesomeness.
we just care about life now.
Right.
Like
it's
before,
like,
they
oh,
would
don't
just,
kill
oh,
him.
that was a slave that got ate by a tiger. Well, what shit happens?
Crazy.
But
right?
nowadays, like, the guy takes 3 unblocked shots to the face, throw a hammer punch, and the ref stops it.
Yeah, or one guy accidentally kicks him wrong and his head decapitates inside his skull. Oh, it doesn't.
What are you going to do? Hey, man, you don't have to fight for a living.
Accidents happen.
Nobody puts a gun to anybody's head. No one said I had to sleep in my car as a comedian. No one says.
Did you sleep in your car as a comedian when you were making it?
Yeah, I'm making it. I'm still trying to make it. But no, I mean, I've had nights where you couldn't afford a hotel and you just were like, all right, well. after the show, I'll get something to eat, and then I'll just kind of hang out in the parking lot or wherever I got something to eat until someone makes me leave, and then I can just sleep. And then I'm like
killing time.
And then the next morning I can try to check into my hotel early, and because I have a hotel there. I've done that plenty of times.
Yeah, that makes sense.
My favorite thing was hotel breakfasts. You would go down, and I would eat like a horse for breakfast.
Sure.
And then I would just
You're talking about the
Continental.
Yeah, man.
But always complimentary.
And then I'd always take up like a bowl of cereal. That was Southern.
I heard it.
God.
I heard it. Fill up that big old bowl.
Like a banana.
Paula Deen arrived.
Oh,
we can't watch her either, can
No.
we? Gee whiz. My whole childhood.
What are you gonna
I
do?
mean,
Fucking, they were all assholes.
every Southerner that has said the N-word, I don't think we can talk to anybody.
Thank God Mr. Rogers is okay. Holy smokes. Imagine if those
Until you hear
snipers and
this-
pedophile
until
jokes
you
were
hear
actually
this.
true.
Yeah, he wasn't a Marine sniper.
No, that was all shit we heard when we were kids.
Yeah.
But
Nice
you
guy,
remember
though.
the same thing,
Yeah.
right? The urban legends? Mr. Rogers is a horrible person.
If anybody says Mr. Rogers is a pedophile, I think I'd swing on him.
Do you like Mr. Rogers? Do
Yeah.
you love Mr. Rogers?
I'm not going to go see that movie with Tom Hanks because I don't want to cry for 2 hours.
I love
The
it.
trailer made me cry.
Yeah.
I was like, no, I'm good. No, I'll leave my childhood where it needs to be. Buried like John Wick's equipment. Did you get that reference?
John Wick's equipment?
Yeah, because he digs it up.
It's good.
Yeah, it's under concrete.
That's where
my-
you put it, though. It's still coming out.
Yeah, slowly.
No, I'm so with you. I'm so with you.
I
there.
love those
Man,
movies.
we're bouncing around everywhere. That's amazing. You are Mr. Pop Culture.
Dude, I
So
won
why
money on
don't you have
game
a
show.
pop culture podcast and you have people come on and compete?
I don't know. 'cause
Host your
it's
own
so
Double
much
Dare.
work. Host my own Double Dare. Then go home and count the thread count on my sheets like Mark Summers did.
Oh, OCD.
He really did.
I think
which
he
is
was
so
the-
weird because you had a show about that gack on it.
Well, that was the whole thing, right? That was the irony. 'Cause
Dude.
he'd go home and he'd make sure all the fringe on
Not
his carpet
all
was
heroes
pushed
wear
in the same way.
capes.
Jeez.
Seriously, that guy was literally fighting a mental disorder and did that show because
And
he
they're-
had prayed kids.
All
He's
they're
like,
doing kids with dirty fingers touching his face with
Mr.
pie
Summers,
and everything.
and he's having a heart attack every. Oh yeah, and kids are just disease carrying. DNA clips. That's all they are.
Well, I don't have any worries about you making it.
Oh well.
You're very funny.
Well-
And, like, this is not stuff that was not your material. I mean, I
No,
threw
I'm
something at you
just
and you
talking.
made it funny.
I mean, back in the pop culture thing, I won money on a game show because I don't know calculus, guys.
Can we figure out how to be guests on game shows? I want to be a professional. Remember in
Do
the
not
70s and
tell
80s
them you're a
and
comedian.
Letterman and everybody, they were professional fucking game show people.
Robert Wool.
Yes, all
Robert
of those
Wool.
guys.
I think won Pyramid and something.
I was going to
else.
say Pyramid for sure, Robert Wool, I remember.
Yeah, because it was. I did a show with him and Larry Miller at the Comedy Magic Club, and
Those are two greats. They're kind of the same guy.
And Wool is such a, and like Wool did like the Ty Cobb
Arliss?
movie.
Oh.
Well, he played Stump, Al Stump, a guy who wrote the biography on Ty Cobb, and like we just talked baseball and like
Oh, right,
it's just so
sports,
funny
you
and
know
like Larry
sports.
Miller, but it's like I'm talking baseball from the '40s, like when
Oh, wow.
I just have a really deep base of I don't know, knowledge. I know it sounds weird to say that, but
No,
like,
you said you had a good memory before you log it all. You keep it
yeah, and
all.
I just like what was it? George Wallace comedian.
Yeah, of course.
He
One
was
of the
there.
greats.
Yeah, and
For me.
he was at the. That's why I love Comedy Magic because like I get the opportunity to be around these legends. Like
Yeah.
it's to me, it's like a master's
And
class.
Jay Leno.
Yeah, and Jay Leno. Except I don't get to come in on Sundays. That's like his own group.
Oh, that was a mean joke.
Oh, what's wrong with Jay?
That was my joke. All those legends and Jay Leno.
Oh.
Nothing's wrong with Jay Leno.
What's wrong with Jay? I mean, he's a nice guy. He's a good guy. I got 34,000 cards.
188. I heard it.
I did a movie with Pat
188 he said
Morita.
the other day. I love that movie.
Collision Course.
Collision Course.
Yeah.
Take off shoe out of respect for house.
Does everybody in America live like this? Yeah, when he finds a guy's house full of guns.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's America. What a shitty movie.
Oh, I can't believe you've seen it.
Yeah,
I love
bro,
that
I've seen it
movie.
like 5 times.
My dad saw that movie and he was like, "Oh, this guy, he was in a movie and it's not too bad." My dad died when I was 18, so this is one of those things. And
How
it's
about
like,
the end?
I remember it.
The end where Pat Morita runs
When he goes
and
back.
then he kicks the guy through the windshield. The car's momentum and speed has no effect on him, and he kicks the guy's face into death. He kills him.
Yeah, and he's fine.
He broke his leg, but like that's. But I'm like,
You see the cast at the end.
Yeah.
The airport when he's going home.
oh no. So I'm sitting with George Wallace.
It's basically Beverly Hills Cop, but Tokyo Hill, whatever,
Just
however
a
you
shit version.
change
Someone
it
wrote
over.
that in 45 minutes. Just
Well,
like
yeah.
just like Rambo
That's
Last
all the
Blood.
movies back then.
I saw Rambo
Cannonball
Last
Run
Blood.
took
That-
a long time?
Oh, but that was come on. Cannonball Run is just rat race with alcohol. That's all that is. It's a mad world with
World is
scotch.
my all-time favorite. Yep.
That's what that is.
Dean Martin cooked the entire 90 minutes.
Oh yeah, didn't know where he's at. Where's his mark?
Glossy-eyed when he first gets introduced. It's like I can't believe they even left it in.
I
Was it
love.
Hal Needham, right? Hal
Yeah.
Needham directed those.
Did you ever watch that lost episode of Carson?
The one with Dean, George Gobel, and Bob Hope.
Yeah.
The best. The best
I
45
love
minutes
every
of
so
television
often
of all
Carson goes,
time.
"Hey guys, I still work here.
Yeah.
Guys, I still work here."
And he keeps ashing a cigarette
Oh,
in,
yeah.
in Bob Hope's drink.
He
and everything.
catching on to it too.
Or George Gobel's drink.
It's so funny. What is Goebbels' best line? He goes,
Hang on. I know the whole thing. Go ahead.
I know the. I just love the.
You just want the punchline?
Yeah. What is it? Your whole.
I'm not mad at anybody. But I just want to point out not one Japanese aircraft got past Tulsa. Because he was
Yeah.
manned in the war in Tulsa.
No, I love how he goes. Don't you feel like you're a pair of brown slacks?
Oh, if the world is a tuxedo and you're a pair of brown shoes.
yeah. That's
So good.
that's
Both him.
brilliant.
Both him.
Brilliant.
And in that moment where they were all tossed, drinking beer out of plastic cups.
Well, because Dean Martin just shows up like he comes out for him for George, and like just hammered.
We've obviously got some nods to the old days, John.
Oh, for sure. I love that.
Love
Carson
all
was
that
great though.
stuff.
Like Carson's got this big weird like
The ascot.
Yeah.
I loved it.
I'm happy he went to a suit in the 70s. He went to like his own suit line.
It's fun. Oh, you said that's right. I was thinking the Magic Castle. Last time we were at the Magic Castle, I wore I have some of the old Johnny lines, like the old Johnny coats and stuff. I wore one to the Magic Castle.
It says it inside.
Yeah, it's got his label in there and everything. Johnny Carson.
It's retro, man.
Oh,
I miss shows like that.
Were you old enough to actually see that? 35? Does that math work out?
The very end, I watched a couple episodes like his last few
Yeah.
years. Like my parents let me stay up and watch.
And then were you a Letterman guy or did you?
No, I more Conan. So when I got to do
Oh,
Conan, it was
really?
Yeah, because I love Conan for when like he wrote on The Simpsons.
Conan was my first job in the business.
Really,
Just a production assistant working at 30 Rock, yeah.
that's funny.
Yep.
Yeah, he wrote the monorail episode.
Yeah, I know, one of the best ones. Did he also write the Stonecutters one, which is one of my other favorites? The
I think
Monorail
so.
and the Stonecutters.
He
are my
wrote
two
some of like the
favorites.
iconic ones in the early seasons. When so I didn't meet him up until literally he shook my hand after I did the set.
Yeah.
So like,
So which version of Conan did you do? Which Conan show?
I did it last year. So whatever one.
Was there still a desk?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, no, the new one.
So it was the end of Conan with the big moon and everything.
Yeah,
and the
it was
band
old
still
school,
there.
yeah,
The band
yeah, it was
still
old
there.
school and
Basic Cable
stuff.
Band.
Gary Cannon was the opening guy.
Awesome.
Friend of mine that everyone likes to.
Oh,
pick.
really? It's not Jimmy Pardo anymore?
No.
Oh, Pardo was doing it for years.
Although I will say Pardo is the fastest.
His synapse?
Yeah.
Yeah, I know.
When I watch him work, I'm like,
Has he ever smoked pot in his life?
I don't know.
Because he fires so quick.
I mean, so do I, but watching him, I'm just like, you're the only person that I literally have to think around.
Wow.
Most people I can tap dance and just on my feet and just like I'll
Something about that little ball of energy, man.
He just
Small package.
His mind works so quick and it goes down so many avenues. I'm just like, because I met like there's other guys like
You know who we're talking about, right?
Mm-hmm. He used to call. He's friends with Richter, so
Oh, of course,
Andy
yeah.
used to tell him to
She
call.
used to rep Andy.
Yeah, and he did a podcast really early.
I was going to say, he was one of the first comedy podcasts I remember.
And so he used to call the office, and like he was one of the people I kept up with, but like couldn't always understand what he wanted. But like, such a good dude.
Yeah, nice guy.
he's brilliant.
How'd
I
you
was
get to
surprised
that?
how tall Andy Richter was. Like when I met him,
Yeah.
I was like,
Oh,
shit, you're a
it's-
big fucking dude.
It's because Conan's so tall.
Yeah.
I had the
because
same-
when I mean, Conan had to literally lean in to hug me, and I'm like, I'm 5'9".
Yeah. No, I had the same thing. I'm 6'2", and then Andy was 6'2", and I was like, wait, what?
Yeah,
And
when
then
I saw
Conan
Andy, I was
walked
like,
down the hall, and I was
bro,
like,
I really got
I had no idea. He's 6'4", 6'5",
When I
something
saw
like that.
Chadwick Boseman live, I was like, I'd pop off. I wouldn't. When I saw him
does that
standing,
mean?
I mean, like I would have no problem speaking my mind.
Oh, pop off? That's what that means?
Yeah, like I'd have no
I'm kinda
problems
old,
talking
I'm not
shit.
sure.
I'd have like I look at Richter, and I'm like, you're a big dude.
Oh, I see
You're
your point.
like I was surprised Black Panther was tinier than I was assuming because you see him on like the Marvel movies, bro. He looks ridiculous, right? And then you meet him in person, I'm like, what are you 170?
That's funny too, right? The TV and film and everything.
Yeah.
Everything's usually smaller.
I mean, when I met Denzel, I got to work on an episode of Grey's Anatomy, and Denzel directed it.
Oh, no
And
way.
like, Denzel was maybe an inch taller than me. I'm like, you're
Hang
an
on,
inch and a half.
Denzel Washington is directing Grey's
He directed
Anatomy?
an episode of Grey's Anatomy.
He used to be on St. Elsewhere when I was a kid. I
Yeah.
remember that. No shit, I didn't realize he was directing. Okay, sorry. Go
Yeah,
ahead.
no, it's fine.
Thank you for bringing me up to speed.
Oh yeah. So the point I made about Conan was when I finished my set, he the whole time I'm listening through my front ear or my left ear to the audience. The right, I'm listening to him.
Oh, okay.
I want to hear him laugh. That's more important than any of these
Wow, 'cause
assholes
you
from
really liked
Arkansas.
him.
Well, I just wanted to impress the person I idolized.
Of course,
didn't
that's what I mean.
yeah.
That's amazing.
Some lady from
Wonderful.
Duluth visiting. I don't give a shit about her opinion. I do. I really do.
I see your point, though. When you're talking to the audience, you may as well be in another club. But while you're sitting there on that stage, there's one person you are
And
specifically
he walked
that's
up and he
special,
was
that's
laughing
different
at
than every other time.
everything. And when he walked up, I go, man, I shook his hand. I go, it took all my effort not to just scream out monorail at you.
And
And
he,
he
of course,
laughed.
got it.
He
Yeah.
laughed. He goes, oh, next time. And I'm like, man, I'm like, verbal contract.
But I think he'd love that.
Oh, it's just great.
Pointing out another one of his accolades that he
Yeah.
doesn't get to talk about anymore.
Just like,
Yeah.
man, that's
Totally.
shaped
Totally.
North Ogden. You know, like, I love all that shit. Like, that's just like,
The music in that
25
episode alone,
years. Yeah.
The song for that alone is just
Bro, you
it won
wrote
the
a
Emmy. Didn't it?
yeah,
I think it won the
yeah,
Emmy.
it's like, bro, you wrote a cartoon musical episode of a.
I completely
It's a
forget he wrote
sham.
on
Some
that
guy
show.
comes to town like, what you guys need is a monorail. You know what I mean? Like some shady guy.
It's
So
Phil
he's
Hartman.
like,
I think it's Phil Hartman's the voice
yeah.
of.
You know me, Troy McClure. You know me
Yeah.
from.
Hi, I'm
That's
Troy
it.
McClure.
I worked with him too, and on News Radio, same place with Joe Rogan.
R.I.P. That broke my. That was I would say Phil Hartman and Farley were the first two times a celebrity died.
Yeah,
That like
Farley too on Saturday
I
Night.
felt it. Like I was like,
Those were only a year apart too.
yeah, and you're like,
Brutal.
I'm like, I never met these people.
They were that close together.
I think so.
Jeez
I think maybe less.
Louise.
Yeah, man, it's interesting. Like complete strangers had that much an effect on me, and I was like, oh wow, they're no longer here.
Yeah, but didn't you want to work with them one day? That's what it was for me.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
when John Candy died, same thing. Like I got emotional because one day I had it set in my head that I was going to be
Uncle
working
Buck is
with
still
him.
one of the best movies ever made.
That's her favorite. I go to
Love that movie.
Let me just-
Great Outdoors
can
and
I
the
just-
other one.
Come on, what do you say? Wait. Oh, fucking! He has so many great lines in that. Do you know what a ritual killing is? Because you're gonna be one if I touch you. Bug
Laughing at.
spray. He's. I can. I have a weird like. I don't want to call it autism to be rude to people with actual autism. My roommate thinks it is because he's like.
Well, you're probably on the spectrum.
Yeah, I mean, I think we all are.
Oh,
Yeah.
we all.
But even in this business specifically, like
I just
they don't have
I have an
Asperger's
ability
anymore,
to-
so we're just on the spectrum.
Asperger's not a thing anymore, huh?
No, it's spectrum autistic, right? Or autistic spectrum.
Autism spectrum. Yeah.
Sounds like a cable package.
That's right.
What
That's
kind of
right.
variant you got? I got autism spectrum.
Yeah, I got the whole spectrum package.
I got
The whole thing.
I don't mind it.
It's good. Covers the whole thing. But did you want to work with Phil Hartman or Chris Farley or any of those guys one day? Is that why it
I was
hit
too
you,
young.
or-
I think I was too young to ever have that aspect. I mean, like, in hindsight, yes, of course.
Sure.
But as a 12 or 13-year-old, I was like,
It was just that they're gone.
they're gone.
Yeah.
It just broke my heart. These people that, because you never thought, like, celebrities hadn't died for me yet. The celebrities that I had attached myself to.
Yes.
So I didn't know that was a thing. Like, I just thought, well, they're rich. They can live forever. I didn't think Phil Hartman's wife smoked crystal meth and,
That's a good point.
shot
People
him
on
and
TV
then
don't die. Right. That's a good point.
the A-Team didn't hit anybody when they shot.
No, and the cartoons, they
How
cut a
are these
blackface and came
special
back.
ops?
I know.
How are these guys like
And if you
special?
can find them.
If you can find them, they can't find you with their bullets. It's
Make
ridiculous.
sure the guy gets out of the Jeep after it flips over. That was the best.
I
Every
always
single
thought that,
episode.
Yeah, it's like, bro, how are you not dead?
Bullet holes everywhere.
They just, yeah.
I love it when a
like
plan comes together.
What, you plan to miss everyone? Like, your carbines are terrible.
You're Mr. Tangent. You should do the Tangent show.
Yeah, I'm
Because you
terrible.
do have something for everything. You're all loaded up, ready to go. I mean it in a compliment for what you
No,
do.
no, first, here it is.
A dinner
And-
party would be a nightmare.
I learned to be quiet. I'm 35 and I've learned to be quiet. I've learned to
Really?
not talk as much.
Oh, but I think it's a delight. I don't mean that
But
in
what I'm
any
saying,
way bad.
But there's sometimes like I can overrun a conversation.
Oh, okay.
Even with like 5 people.
But you've got the energy for it.
Yeah, and I've got the aptitude. That like it's. I worked with a comic in Kansas City. And he paid me in comedy. He goes, "You know so much about so many things." Every time you come in, you bring up something brand new. I was like, "Did you know Coke sold to the Nazis?" He's like, what? I'll bring up pictures. He's like, I didn't know that. I was like, yeah. So 1938. I'm just a nerd. I don't watch that much entertainment stuff anymore. I watch more documentaries and
yeah, sure.
Online videos where I like to learn stuff because, like I was telling you before, the older you get, the more you realize a lot of this is bullshit. A lot of this is lies.
Yeah.
So
you mean the whole system, the world, the whole bit? It's John Mayer says there's no such thing as the real thing. Just a lie you've got to rise above.
Yeah. Some people can quote John Mayer.
Hey, it's more about the message.
You know, it's funny. I went to a concert to see his
more about
opener.
The message.
I know. I went to a concert to see his opener and didn't stay for him.
Wow. Who was the opener?
Guy Coulter Wall, country singer.
Okay.
Out of Canada.
Okay. A country singer out of Canada.
Yeah.
Is that common?
No. Maybe. I don't know any other examples to give. But it's funny because he's 22, 23, sounds like he's 53.
Oh, okay.
And he writes his own
His
songs.
voice or like his soul?
Both.
Okay.
Like he opened his show with Woody Guthrie's Do Re Mi, which is from the
old-timey.
Yeah,
old-timey. Almost a folk song.
Teens. Yeah. But it's funny because the lyrics of that song are still the same. You won't find California so hot if you don't got that Do Re Mi. California ain't shit if you're broke. This place is awful if you have no money.
Yeah, well, look under every bridge. It's crazy.
It's getting out of hand.
And I don't mean like, we should do something about the homeless, but I mean not sweep them across the street. I mean, like, I don't know. When I was a kid, they would build projects, and there was always different things. There was things, but it didn't have to happen.
How about that Target in Hollywood that never got finished?
Oh,
you could turn that into a facility.
I was going to say that could become condos.
It's a quarter block of like nothing, wasted space, and it's like, let him in, let him turn it into Thunderdome. I don't care. Like I don't.
That's the plan. Turn it into Thunderdome.
What else is there? Organ harvesting. What are we else?
I don't know, but I'm not sure that's thought through.
It isn't. Real from the hip, right there.
White trash supercomputer.
My roommate gave me that nickname.
Oh, that's your nickname? But I thought was that a special also?
No, it was my first album.
First album,
yeah. So
but you put it out yourself.
No, on Tour Records. Put it out.
Okay. Let's hear about it.
I recorded it on accident. A club that I worked.
Oh, maybe that's what I'm thinking.
Gave me the DVD of my set, and I ripped the audio and listened to it. And I go, well, this sounds like an album, like it. And all the albums I'd heard of.
So you produced it yourself?
No,
the club did. I guess.
No, they gave me the DVD. I just tore the audio off,
That's amazing.
which didn't take. That was easy.
That's what I'm saying. You produced it.
And then I sent it
Take
over
the
to
credit.
my buddies. Thank you. At the
paycheck.
record label. And they cleaned it up a little bit, did some editing, and then released
Mastered
it.
or whatever.
Yeah, and like chopped it into tracks or whatever. But yeah, it's
and then iTunes.
Yeah, it's on iTunes. It's on everything. It's on XM
Spotify,
Series.
all the stuff.
Yeah, it's nice on Spotify.
That's pretty rad.
Getting it on XM, yeah, it took like 2 years, but yeah, I got on XM.
Oh, it's on XM, like in there. What in the?
yeah, it's nice getting paychecks every once in a while for that.
So because were able to cut it up into tracks, then they're able to play it on Raw Dog or whatever the modern equivalent.
Yeah, I was on Blue Collar till when that no longer is there.
That's what I mean. Whatever they change them every couple years. That's awesome, man.
Yeah, I'm recording my next one next month.
Awesome.
Congratulations.
Yeah, I gotta.
Do you know where you're going to be?
Yeah, the DC Comedy Loft.
Okay.
DC Loft.
No date on that yet.
1st and 2nd November.
November 1st and 2nd at DC Comedy Loft. So if you want to be part of a comedy special, album at least.
Yeah.
It's going to be an album again or a video this time?
Yeah, album. Because the dry bar is only 25 minutes. That's called Babyface. Just because I couldn't think of. I want to do Babyface Monster.
Yeah, you got a pretty good Babyface though.
But I want to call it Babyface Monster, but because it's clean. They're like, how about just Babyface? And I was like, okay. You know your market better than I.
Okay.
Well,
Babyface say okay.
Yeah. Because like maybe if I do a special down the road or something like Babyface Monster would be more of an appropriate, because it'd be more.
Well, then you'll be slicing into whatever this thing that was already established is.
Exactly. The dry bar thing was more of a, all right, take these clean jokes from here, these clean jokes from here, and then go, okay, there's 25 minutes for an audience that just wants clean stuff. And then they'll listen to this other one, they'll go, who is this guy?
Yeah.
But it's like, I adjust because I want to be funny to every audience. And
I like that you're able to do both. You know what I'm saying?
It's tough. That's 25 minutes. I got to that finish line. I was like, that's it. Nike.
Can you go clean if you want?
Yeah. I mean, I do corporate, I do cruises, so it's like.
You do corporate?
Yeah.
Okay.
More and more, hopefully.
We were looking to maybe do some version of this in that sort of thing. We're not sure. Well, yeah, we're talking to some people that were kind of like, people eat that shit up. And we're like,
yeah,
okay.
Half the time you only have to do a half hour, 45 minute. Like, it's not.
And we're making it anyway.
And the corporates I've done, you just do crowd work.
That's what I'm good
lot
at.
of it's,
I'm not good at the material, but I'm great at talking to
But
people.
like I'll open with like 5-7 minutes of material, and then I can literally crowd for 15
surf
more,
the crowd, yeah.
and then land the plane and go, "You guys have been great. Where's my $3,000?"
Beautiful. Beautiful. Yeah, and then they look at her, they'll listen to me. It's a beautiful thing. I love that.
I'm having such a hard time taking my eyes off.
Oh, look at you. I do declare.
Yeah. We shall rise again. I'm
Serious,
kidding.
that's what,
I would never
that's
say
what
that.
I heard from you. Holy
Yeah.
smokes.
Well, I can't help it. I'm
Big
from there.
julep,
I
why
grew up
don't
in
you?
Is this not what this is? Afternoon mud? I don't understand.
Were you you were probably too young for Dukes of Hazzard, the show, right? That was off the air way
I'm
before.
way more fan of Waylon Jennings than.
Oh, I loved Waylon Jennings.
Yeah, I do too. That show, just every episode, they just trashed a car.
They did trash a car. Well, but theoretically they didn't. You know what I mean? Like in the real life, yeah, they trashed a car. But
Yeah.
story-wise, it was always the same general. Everybody knows that, right?
Yeah. it made those jumps every
Oh,
time.
amazing, amazing. Who knew?
Movie magic, TV magic.
I didn't know if being from the South that might be something for you, because it was big for me, even being from the North.
No, it was.
I love that. Like,
I'm about-
because we watched it during the Civil War.
I would say I'm about probably 5 or 6 years, maybe removed from the reruns.
I'm probably even too young too, but I just have
You probably
a weird
saw, yeah.
thing.
Like, it's funny. The show from the 70s I loved watching was Columbo, and I still do.
I still love it. I'm sorry. Just one more thing.
And he got you. He's
Every
got you.
single time.
Gotcha.
Mrs. Columbo, Mrs. Columbo wouldn't forgive me if I didn't.
Well, it's funny. They did a spin-off, Mrs. Columbo.
What? We never even saw her. We never met her.
I want to say it was the lady. I swear to you.
I remember the Scarecrow and Mrs. King.
Do you remember the lady who was the lead on Deep Space Nine? She was the
Kate
cap.
Mulgrew.
I want to say that was her.
Yeah, she's
and one of her.
believe it or not, she's red on Orange is the New Black now. She just looks way different.
What?
Same girl.
That's crazy. That's wow. Wow.
Same girl.
That's what a good actor does.
Anyway,
I
Kate
just saw Judy. I literally forgot that was Renee Zellweger 5 seconds into that movie. It was
What's
so good.
Judy?
About
That-
Judy Garland.
That's
Oh, no kidding.
the biopic
It's good?
starring.
Renee
That's,
Zellweger, yeah.
Yeah, it's
that's
good.
awesome that
So
you forgot
amazing.
it was her.
Amazing.
Really?
And she made me cry.
Are you a sensitive guy in there?
Who I should be as a human, shouldn't I? I should.
I don't
mean,
know.
I can't
am,
look at
but I
this
wear it
world
on the
and not feel
outside. I cry all sorts of. I'm just
Yeah, I mean,
emotional.
movies get me all the time. Like, I saw Joker yesterday.
Ooh, yeah.
It was
What
good.
I haven't seen
it.
it.
was good.
I can't wait.
I wouldn't say it was.
I can't wait because I can't stand comic book movies, and I want to see it based on the trailer. So if it's not like a comic book movie, which it certainly sounds like everyone else hates, I'm in.
I liked it. I don't think. No, it's not a comic book movie at all.
Sweet.
No,
It looks to me like the origins of Disturbia almost.
Ooh.
Yeah, that's actually really good.
I mean,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? Like, how the hell does a bad person get so bad? Because the Joker in the Batman franchise is a
Ooh,
fucking
that's
evil dude.
interesting.
It's like, yeah, but he wasn't born that way. What the fuck happened? Bruce Wayne could be evil. His parents were murdered by the Joker, but he didn't. He turned it into, into blah, blah, blah. So I
Yeah.
love all those origin stories. So to me, it's kind of,
Yeah,
this might be like Christopher Nolan's Batman for me.
Cool.
Whatever. What was the Dark Knight? No, that's
I don't
not right.
know.
What was
I
the
don't-
first one?
Yeah, The Dark Knight.
No, Batman Begins.
Yeah.
It
The Dark
it
Knight was
could
the
be
second one.
Yeah, it could be like
Third was
that
Dark
for me.
Knight
Where it was
Rises.
like this new origin way of like, a human story, and then he does some stuff.
Okay.
I don't know.
You know what's so funny?
What didn't we
I
cover?
loved the Joker from The Dark Knight, but I loved Bane more.
Now, let's see. Was it Heath Ledger in The Dark Knight?
Yeah.
Okay.
Like
But
everyone
was it in the next one, the last one?
it
Where
had Bane. It had
Okay.
Tom Hardy.
But
Tom
wasn't
Hardy
there
had some great lines.
Didn't somebody else play? Didn't he? Somebody else play the Joker after Heath Ledger?
Jared Leto.
Jared Leto,
And
right?
Suicide Squad.
Oh, it wasn't a Batman movie. That's why I can't find it.
No,
Suicide Squad.
Yeah, Batman was in it though. Batman was in it for a second or
But
two.
it wasn't a Batman movie. It was
No,
a
no.
So I
different
wouldn't.
one.
Yeah, I wouldn't know where to
Because
find
it
it.
was a DC Batman movie.
Everything's so convoluted. I don't know where anything is. Like, because I didn't read comic books and I don't watch sports, so I don't really understand anything they're doing.
I read comic
We don't
books.
mean to keep
so
you
I was
up.
like, no.
Got to get you out of here.
Stop. I yawn. It has nothing to do with you. It's the weed.
How do you know Chasler? Chasler's why you're here, right? Did we get you
Yes.
for Chasler?
Yes. I just call him Rich. I don't
Sorry.
ever call him that. So like,
Rich.
and it's funny because like when you know someone only has their first name, you forget
Yeah.
like your last name. Your last name.
I'm just curious because
How did I meet him? I met him when I first moved to LA, and I think I've just known him since.
he's helping us now, for anybody who doesn't know, with our comedy bookings. And and everybody's been great. But like sometimes I really enjoy a conversation like today, and I'm just kind of like, oh, well, how do you even like? Do you even know him, or did you just meet him, or you know what I mean? Like you never know.
I just met him at the Comedy Store, and he's just a friendly guy, nice guy. So
that's awesome.
Become friends with people.
I'm really glad that he reached out to you then for this because I feel like it's a good fit.
For sure.
If you want to come back at any point, please do.
Yeah, this is fun. This is actually a lot of fun.
But I would like to introduce everyone to you in a spot we call Billboard. And this is a place where you can plug any shows or any dates. I'm going to do an Instagram story.
Where do we
It's you.
find?
I can't catch him like a dog trying to chase his tail.
So are you, on any Instagram? Social
Yeah,
media?
everything is at Chris Cope Comedy.
Okay.
Because of alliteration and branding.
Beautiful. At least everything's the
sense.
same.
Yeah.
And then do you have any dates coming up? There's the October.
Yeah.
That's right.
Next week I'm going to be in Calgary, Alberta, Canada, at the Comedy Cave. Week after that I'm going to be in Laughlin, Nevada. Week
Why
after
is that funny?
Because it's Laughlin, Nevada.
Oh, okay.
It's just I'm going to all the fun places a person wants to travel to. Calgary.
At least your dates are full. This is
Yeah.
the longest billboard ever. This is great.
Yeah.
What else?
And then the week after that I'm in Blacksburg, Virginia, Cumberland, Maryland, and then DC for my album recording. Florida for a month.
Bravo.
We'll stop there.
That's busy.
Fantastic. That's great.
I have to eat quite a bill. Quite a
Good
bill.
for you.
I wish
Did
I
you
would've
enjoy
buttoned-
this experience?
Yeah, it was great, man. I had a lot of fun.
Awesome, dude.
Way
Come
more
back.
fun than I thought.
Seriously, come back anytime. Your
Absolutely.
energy is awesome. Your
Yeah,
spirit's
this is
awesome.
fun.
I dig what you're doing. I have no worries about you being a success in this field.
None.
Good.
None.
Well,
Let us know. Is there anything we
Help?
can do to help? Is there
I don't
anything
know.
we
Make
can
a
do
phone
even right
call.
now
I don't
to
know. Do something. For God's
Seriously.
sakes. I jump out that window.
Could you imagine?
How do you know that was the
Chris
window?
Farley rolled over in that chair on
In
the Ed
that
Sullivan, in the theater on the Letterman show. Did
Really?
you know this is really Letterman's stuff?
No.
Letterman's desk and chairs.
Oh, really? This is
Yeah.
really cool.
We like to tell everybody
Makes sense
right
it-
on their way out.
Makes sense. It fit me.
Yeah, literally, Chris Farley.
Because I was
did
like,
that
oh,
thing.
I'm not going to fit one of those chairs. I'm going to have a hard time. And then I sit down. I'm like, ain't that bad.
Letterman used to say the reason for two chairs were Siskel and Ebert.
Oh, that's funny.
That's pretty cool.
There you go. You did it. Nailed it. All right, man. Thank you so much for
got
being
any
here. It
gum?
was a pleasure. That's Norm Macdonald doing Letterman on Saturday Night Live. Why do you keep asking me if I have gum? The guy from the earlier thing, I don't know if you were watching the East Coast feed, he loved that. He thought it was so funny. I can't believe he thought it was so funny.
I miss
Bad
Norm
story.
Macdonald.
All right. Well,
No,
wrap
it's
it
not
up.
you.
Wrap it up.
It's not you. It's my Dayquil's kicking in.
All right, Chris Cope, you are absolutely awesome. We're going to see you again soon.
Yeah.
Mrs.
Cannot
Ryan,
wait.
what do we have coming up tomorrow? Tomorrow is, tomorrow we've got Petrol Girl.
Petrol Girl.
Petrol Girl, Amy Shackelford will be here. Petrol Girl from the Instagram fame. She's also Gear One agency. She's so much stuff, but big in the car world.
Yeah.
So it'll be a nice automotive guest tomorrow.
I'm excited
And then
to
we've
meet
got, and then we're back to the weekend already because this was a short week. So Friday we'll be at Breakfast Club. So that's it. Yeah. Mrs. Ryan, I love you so very much. Chris, we love you so very much.
Yay.
Everybody, go see Chris. Go see Chris's shows, man. ChrisCopeComedy.com. Is that right?
Yes.
Awesome. We love you all at home. Please love one another, and we will see you tomorrow with Amy Shackelford.
Nice. Very fun. That was a lot of fun, guys.